both Rose and Homa have putts that'll move to the right.
Putter stays hot.
Justin Rose now leads by 4. Big up and in at the first. And for a man that was the best on the greens a day ago, 2 holes, Billy, 2 putts.
And I think in conversation with Masters champions, speed of the green, being able to have the proper pace is a key, is a huge key. Now Max straight up the hill, moving to his right.
Looks pretty good if it gets there.
And it just seems like when you're in this stretch, when you can see a putt maybe just kind of fall in, and you kind of get a little bit of a piece of luck. But when you're in that kind of that area that it never happens, boy, it's tough to stay positive.
Well, I think right there, watching him, both times after he's missed a putt, he's gone over there and he's rehearsing practice swings. We see the same thing in the full swing. There's just so much technique involved right now, so much thought instead of just going out there and hitting shots.
Colt, you go back to Rory McIlroy years ago when he was struggling with the putting and he first met up with Brad Faxon, and Brad made him putt with a 3-wood and a 7-iron. He said he was making 10-footers with both, and he said, you can make it with the putter as well. I mean, just go out there and be the golfer that you are. And I think right now, when it isn't going your way, the focus is all on technique. Spawn. Oh my, those are very close. Billy, a dream start for Justin Rose.
It really is. And you know, when you get like where Max is right now, how do you become a more reactionary player?
Well, I'll go back to what Randy Smith told me about Scotty Scheffler yesterday and talking about his practice sessions where there was no technique. It was all about just hitting different shots. And I think for Max, that's what he needs to get back to, is just hitting golf shots, hitting some high fades, hitting some low draws, just moving it around instead of thinking, I have to put the club here on the backswing, I have to get the club here on the downswing.
Mentioned Rory coming up here in just about 28 minutes from now. Play alongside Ludwig and Akshay. And I'll tell you this, Rory, who struggled to close a day ago, and we'll get into that when we get into his second round. As disappointing as that finish was, Oberg and Akshay, incredible closes to their round. Ludwig with that round of 68, back in it again. And Akshay in his second Masters, 2 under par 70, flurry of birdies to close.
Yeah, the 2 double bogeys. Oof. That was painful.
It was 14 and a half holes of perfect golf for McIlroy. And then a mental mistake at 15 and just a real sloppy 6 at 17. 3-wood here for Rose.
We haven't seen many guys go with anything other than driver. And that's a big pull to the left.
Only at the Masters would the patrons be smiling when they almost get hit by a golf ball.
Billy, J.J. Spahn also going with 3-wood here. I think this has everything to do with the hole location.
I totally agree. You know, you look at the whole location over there near that little narrow neck on the left-hand side. Put it back far enough to where you can spin it.
And I know a lot of people question that play. They think it's better to get it all the way up there in front, but if you don't feel comfortable with a 40-yard pitch with not much green to work with, then lay back. These guys are so good with their wedges. That's going to be very difficult coming out of that second cut.
I'm going to say that he's going to be looking 25, maybe 30 feet right of the hole there.
Might even have to land it short of the green.
Not an easy shot.
Well, you can track your favorite players, watch live streams, and follow all the action with Masters.com and the official and always great Masters app.
Bank of America supports everyone determined to find out what's possible in golf and in life. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America.
I'm just going to take a drop.
Good call.
Let me see the spoon. Actually, give me the fork. Thanks. I don't know. What do you think?
That cheese looks a little saucy. I'd go spoon.
All right. Yeah, spoon.
That's a comfortable looking player right there. Just strolling around.
Yeah, the difference in comfort versus someone uncomfortable in the same grouping. Opening featured group here at the third. Seen just 4 birdies today. Very difficult hole location. Billy, we love talking about hole locations in terms of the most difficult. Is this the toughest one at the third?
I would say if it gets down a little bit further to the left in this area of the green, I would say that's a little bit tougher. But I think Colt's absolutely right. You put it back there. If you're not confident enough with that little shot, put it back there where you can spin something. And do not aim at the flag. You aim 15 feet to the right. Work it with the contour of the green.
For such a short par 4, I mean, it gives these guys so much fits. It shows that not everything has to be crazy long to challenge these guys.
Billy had an opportunity to chat with Gil Hanse last week, talking Augusta National, asked him favorite hole,
15.
and he said the third. There's just something special about a short par 4.
9 strokes.
Where are we trying to land this?
What mile an hour are you playing?
I'm playing 7.5, which I'm very happy with.
I think it's on the light side.
Okay.
So what does 10 play?
10 plays another 5.
Give me 10 straight in.
10 straight in is 21. 160 shot, yeah. Okay, we'll trust that number then.
It sounded like at the start, Justin Rose said the 9's going to struggle. So, not very often we see guys hit 8-iron into the third here.
Feels like a lot of club.
Well, he said playing 160 is what they're saying.
He has to be looking 20 feet right of the hole. Good play. I think this is the ideal yardage right here, Colt. 95 yards.
Landed just a couple steps right of it. Let the contours move it left. Some delayed spin here. Keep coming.
Now home out of that second cut.
Tough angle, Colt.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking well right. Oh, it hits so soft.
Shane and I were walking around the golf course, and I told him, I think this is the toughest short shot on the golf course.
I'd put it up there with if you have to lay up on 15 as well. 15, the third shot, it's terrifying, as we saw a lot of guys make a mess of yesterday.
We'll look at the most top 10s here at Augusta National since 2005. A couple of Masters champions leading the way. 8 jackets between those two. Rory, of course, has played so well here, still searching for his first. And Spieth has played so well at the Masters, especially out of the gate. 2014 was right there with Bubba, and then, of course, the champion in 2015.
See all those arrows, all that fall off. I mean, that's probably anything coming up short, you're going to end up 30 yards short of the green when he gets done rolling.
Yeah, that's why we see so many players play out to the right as well, because even long is such a tough up and down, but short it comes way back. It's a tricky little hole, and I love it.
Well, all three players are going to have to be very careful with the speed. All the tilt in the green from the right to the left. There'll be a lot of break and a lot of speed.
That's a 35-foot putt that he looked like he was hitting a 5-footer.
Max will have that left to avoid a 5-5-5 start on this Friday. His third hole, lone par 4 on the golf course that measures under 440.